You're hiding and you know it. You feel lost because you're avoiding yourself. And I know this because not only myself have experienced it, but many others. When I received this message 4 times in a row, I knew that this was something important to deliver. I knew even for myself that there was a need to speak out, to allow my light to shine. And that is a need for all of you. I'm not here to give you some antidote that will fix all of your problems, but I am here to awaken you. You've been hiding to your true self. You've been hiding from who you're meant to be. See, the procrastination that you've been dealing with is not simply because of some completely internal issue, or that's a personality issue. It is because of fear that's causing you to avoid knowing who you truly are. It's causing you to avoid applying yourself to the rule, to the measure, to know who you are. We avoid ourselves when we procrastinate, when we avoid the work, when we create self-sabotaging situations. We are avoiding the chance of failure, and unbeknownst to many of us, at the same time avoiding the chance for success. So we give up from trying. We settle for less. We don't strive for more because it's painful, because it hurts. So many of you, and I speak myself as included. So you feel lost and you feel like you're in this void, and you can imagine yourself in a dark space floating in the void. But what you don't realize, that there is a light shining on you that's guiding your path. And you don't know this because it's shining behind you. And many of you may not know that when you're in the midst of a light beam, you cannot see the light itself. But you're moving forward. You don't see the light because you're moving forward. If you were to look behind you, you can see that light. But it's not beneficial for you to look behind. You must move forward. And it's scary because you don't know exactly where you're going. And this is where you begin to trust in something higher than yourself. This is when you begin to apply faith as a tool, as a useful tool that helps to move you forward. There are people that needs to hear your story. There are systems that need to be built. There are by you. There are communities that are waiting for you to gather them, to be able, so that people can be able to be who they are, and through you being who you are. You cannot stand next to a burning bushel and not be caught on fire eventually. So be that light that shines bright, that is setting other people aflame, that are waking people up to the truth of who they are. You're not lost. You're in transition. The fear is coming because you're in this metamorphosis and you don't know who you're going to become. And that can be very scary. Who will I be? Who am I? We don't want the change because we don't understand necessarily the path. Our vision is short. Our vision is very short. So there's this faith that needs to be applied, because when you're walking through darkness, and not knowing exactly where you're going, the thought that comes to our mind, what we envision, is that at some point we're going to fall off a cliff. At some point we're going to hit some wall. At some point we're going to hit some type of problem. But I'm letting you know right now that the path is clear ahead of you. Somebody needs to hear this. The path is clear ahead of you. There is a mission that you know that is for you, that must be completed in your lifetime. There is purpose in your life. There's a reason for your existence. And it's not just to work at that 9-to-5 job. It's not just taking care of friends, family, and children. That is not your sole purpose. It is a great thing, those things, but it's not your sole purpose. We're all here, connected, interlocked together, and we're needed to be able to awaken the people, the consciousness, the purpose of this planet. And that requires all of us to be able to join together. But it takes one. It takes you. We're all waiting for you to wake up. We're all waiting for you to shine bright. You don't put a light on a hill just to put a shed over it. You allow that light to shine brightly so that it can fulfill its unique purpose. Many of you are like the flowers. So let's say a peony. The peony flower, it shines and it's beautiful. It's vibrant, but it's not trying to be like the rose. It's not trying to be like the tulip. It is uniquely itself. And it doesn't close its petals when the wrong person walks up. It doesn't close its petals when an adversary, a rival, or a hater shows up. It still shines brightly. It still allows its beauty to be seen. It doesn't hide itself from itself or anyone else. It is too late to be playing it small. No more shrinkage for you. No more hiding yourself from yourself and others. You are called to be who you're meant to be. And for you to find that out, because it is a process. It is a process. Many of you are in this dark night of the soul, this dark void-like place, feeling lost. Where am I going? Where should I go? But you've been disconnected from your values, and you're not realizing that it's not just the desires that can guide you, but your values should be a guiding light, a guiding post that allows you to move into the certain pathways that fit your heart's greatest purpose. It's your values. And you need to, and many of you may not have thought about, what do I value? What are my values? For me, it's helping people. For me, it's speaking boldly. For me, it's about setting people free from certain systems. It's about breaking barriers. And by knowing this about myself, I begin to choose paths that align with those values. Yes, I still experience doubt. I still experience not knowing where this may lead. But when my values are aligned, I'm way more assured that I'm about to get the outcome that fits my desired goal. Okay? Because I've aligned it with my heart. I've aligned it with my higher self. Many of you need to hear this. Many of you have allowed this system to crush your spirit. You go home, you go to work, you work 8-12 hours, you go home, you bust out a TV dinner, you put on your favorite television show, anime, whatever, and you eat, and you may head to the gym, and then you go to sleep, and that's the fullness of your life. Dealing with porn and all of these different systems and structures that are meant to crush us. We fill our life with it, but we're not including ourselves into what our day is, or what our day should look like. How are we investing into our own purpose? Are we investing into something that heals our souls, that grows our heart? And so I admonish you all to apply a tithing system to yourself, where you are investing at least 10% of your time, your day, your money into you, where you are building yourself and towards the goal of what you want life to look like. Now, when I say a goal of what you want life to look like for you, that's more than just chasing desires, because that's an empty goal. And that's something when you achieve what you're looking for, you're still left feeling empty and unfulfilled. But when you chase after these higher values, it sustains the heart. You're helping people. You're helping yourself. You're creating systems that help people. You're creating systems that benefit you and your legacy. So chase the values. You've been hiding and you know it. You've been hiding and you know it. There's no more time for shrinking. There's no more time playing it small. You're valuable, you're loved, and peace be with you.